So,
Pitbull. How
so
you doing,
many
baby?
ideas while waiting. I just came up with one right now. So we could do a competition where every community creates their own documentary, and the winning documentary, Tom will put in 30 grand into their coin.
All your other documentaries. I'm making a Chia documentary. First round of funding going up right now. Okay, all it costs. I don't know. Let's just say
Okay,
like thousand
also my
dollars.
last point, because I'm
Fucking.
rugged, I can't see like a bunch of people are connecting. But if you guys have any crypto burning a hole in any of your wallets, send it to accept cookies. And your dumbasses are going to have to check how it's spelled because you're not going to figure it out. And then just DM me your seed phrase. That's all, guys. Have a nice day. Good day, guys.
Chia documentary. I don't want to watch it. At this point, you're not making anything substantial.
Wait, so
Listen,
that idea is like the press release version of a documentary. Everyone makes their own documentary and sends it to the publisher, and then they just present it as if it is their own.
But guess what? Guess who's the only community that's actually going to put in the time and effort? This is why I
Tang Gang.
say if he
Tang
Chia
leans into the
community.
Tang Gang, he can come up with a storyboard that he can pitch to investors and raise money the traditional way. How do I know this? Because I've done 5 documentaries and they were all raised the traditional route with people with deep pockets who say, okay, I see potential here. I like where you're going with this. This is a write-off for me anyway, because in case people didn't understand, when you invest in films as an investor, especially an accredited investor, it's 100% write-off. Also, when you invest in a film, the traditional way, 125% has to go to the investor before the filmmaker can take any profits.
we're gonna do fucking Avatar numbers, bitch.
This sounds like fun though. We should do a fucking documentary. Let's do a mockumentary. Let's actually put some fucking effort into this shit. Make it good, you know? Nobody wants to watch a boring old fucking factual fucking 45-minute video on anything. Let's be honest here. I want to embellish the facts. We've got to make this shit for TV. Like, let's go. Like, you're gonna do it right.
Hell yeah,
Every
baby.
documentary I've been a part of has been storyboarded with a letter of intent and a mock-up trailer, essentially grabbing publicly accessible footage that fits our narrative to let the investor know, hey, this is in the vein of what we're trying to produce and make happen. The Tang Gang can do that for Tom if he leans in and uses our marketing expertise to make that happen. If not, we're just gonna make something dank and release it, and then people are just gonna recognize that the Tang Gang has all the skills.
That's where it's at, man. Like that's that's what true competition is. Competition means to stride together. So if he wants to lean in, we're happy to run this as a partnered race, but that we've already established the strength of our footing in this territory. So we don't have to go 50-50 with anybody. We have a pool of talent and people are welcome to join it, and we will make win-win deals for anyone who's willing to put in the work. But we're not just going to expose ourselves to asymmetric loss of funds so that we can pray for better days. Like, we can make anything that we require. It costs exactly the amount of energy that it costs. And if you want to see it through, make it happen. If you want to just pay other people to give themselves improved provenance, then you're a patron. And I think Tom Gillespie is a dope guy. So if you want to be a Tom patron, I don't think that's a problem. I'm pretty sure I paid for the documentary he made, and I didn't even watch it. But I wanted to make sure that a dude that was putting in the work and followed through on his claim that he was going to make a documentary, I supported that, and I liked the way he stayed in his character throughout the duration of his production and all of that stuff, and became pretty engaged in a community that is not always super nice to people. So shout out him for just staying in his lane and trying to make shit happen. I'm always down to collaborate with those kinds of people. And I love what Bullish is saying, because we do have the skills, and if people don't want to do it, we'll make it ourselves. It'll do better numbers anyway, probably be more fun anyway. But the opportunity is there.
Fine. And yeah, I did purchase the documentary, but I saw the pirated version first, and then I still purchased it anyway because I wanted to support him to Cookie's point, because I believe in supporting creators. Like, guys, like a lot of the NFTs I own, I don't give a shit if I make a penny on it. I just want to support you guys. That's all it's for. Like, what I'm banking on making money on is not NFTs, I promise you. But I will continue buying them. I will continue buying your films. I will continue buying your art, or whatever it is that you're fucking selling, if I know that it is genuine and you're trying to support yourself and the community.
Can you guys just chill out for a second? I'm trying to work on my fucking storyboard here, and you guys are distracted. God damn it!
No doubt,
Let's get this shit together. I want to see some fucking effort here, man. Like, we're talking the talk. Can we walk the walk? Let's fucking go. Tang gang.
That's why I have to end the Twitter space at some point, because I am going to make a meme video. It's coming out within the next 24 hours. I don't get to sleep until it's finished. But I have the storyboard kind of now. I've been taking some notes. I didn't have. Listen, guys, I'm not just gonna release some fucking B+ meme right now. Not with the amount of quality that this group has put out. So, put a little work in, walk away, come back, improve the memes, add the layers. Anyone that hasn't been paying attention to Graviton, the dude is making S-tier memes. A few months ago, he had never made a meme before in his life. If he tried to fucking run that shit by me today and say that, I'd be like, you're a lying piece of shit. You're an actual professional artist that uses Photoshop, and you know how to layer textures and masks, and it's interesting that you would try to fucking lie to a friend. But it's real, because he told me, he's like, well, I've never really made a meme before, but this Tangang's got my artistic inspiration going, and I just want to try my hand. And then by try his hand, he meant have nothing but fucking 5 aces up his sleeve every goddamn game, dude. Like, what are you talking about? You've never made a meme. This shit is off the charts, bro. Off the charts, dude. He's DMing me shit, dude. I'm fucking DMing other people this shit and only giving them credit like 50% of the time.
Bro, what do you think is gonna happen when you teach a physicist how to meme?
Who are you
It's
talking about?
nuclear.
Like, literally, you taught a nuclear physicist how to meme. Yeah, of course they're gonna be fucking dank.
Yeah,
That motherfucker's probably tripping on mushrooms, making the shit, thinking up of mathematical calculations.
He needs to be taking the World War II ones and the War III aesthetic that he's doing right now, and he needs to make that a fucking collection and just like price it in Love and War or some shit, because that aesthetic is killing it, dude.
Wait until the flat earthers join the Tang Gang and they start rocking out memes. Woof! Because those motherfuckers will make you believe this fucking earth is flat. So wait until they start memeing with us.
Hell yeah, dude. I can't believe. Oh yeah, Pepe Bola. There's a Mog farm now on Love. What's the pair? Mog Love. Yeah, Love Mog farm. What a beautiful time to be alive.
Oh yeah, dude. They added Nina. And some shit I've never heard of, which I bought a bag after I saw it on the farm.
Yeah, dude. I'm probably gonna have to get in on that. But scary. I guess it's only Infinity because it doesn't have any staked liquidity in there. That Love Bobo one. I didn't even
look. I don't want to be rude. I know Shippy came to the stage, so Shippy, what do you have to say for us today? I guess nothing. She just wanted the attention on the stage. Typical.
Oh,
it's
no,
all right.
No, I wanted to fight with Lucy earlier, but you said no more fighting, so I stopped myself. It was hard, but I did.
Oh, so you did come up to fight. I fucking knew it. That's why I warned you.
Knew it.
That's why I warned you. And I said, do not come up here with the Debbie Downer vibes, because we're doing enough of it. So please, hit us with something positive.
It was so hard, but I stopped myself. I said, for bullish, Shippy, you must do it, and I did it. I fucked the shut up. What is that? I shut up.
So please, hit us with something positive, because I know you're capable of it.
Something positive? I tried some new escape game, and it was good. It was horror, but it was so good. I had fun. That's all.
Nice. That was so positive, Shippy. Good job. You can do anything you set your mind to. Dude. Gains Club PFP. If I don't tap on him, it's the alien body they dug up or whatever, the Mexican alien body. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Let's fucking go, Gainesco. That's my guy. That's like my guy. I can't wait till he's finally buys his Lambo so I can finally meet him because he refuses to meet me until he has a Lambo. Like, whatever. Okay, dude. Like, it is what it is, but like,
No,
I still love you.
I changed my mind on the Lambo. I do want this GT I'm looking at right now. But yeah, I'm not gonna dox myself until later on. But you're gonna love this line, yo. Check your DMs.
Who?
Bullish.
Oh, I got you, bro. But bro, look, like you gotta cut the crap. I met Ted DeFi, bro. Me and Ted DeFi went to the movies together. My wife and I still haven't met you, bro. And you're like the number one dude I want to meet. Well, aside from Cookies, but you're like the number 2 person I want to meet, bro. Like, what's up? We're in the same fucking state.
Nah, I'm not gonna go back on my promise. I'm gonna feed you 2 spookies down the street from me. I'm gonna buy y'all some steaks and shit like that. And
Well, look,
DeFi too.
I'm glad
to Montreal on a weekend to see Famous when he's by.
I'm glad you moved your goalposts down. I would assume it has to do with price performance. So you can no longer afford the Lambo, so you need to buy a Mercedes GT, which is great for me because that means I get to meet you sooner.
It's not the price point. It's more of like the comfort.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm like between giving up my lease right now. So I drove all this shit and the GT is fucking the 4-door because I got a little guy now.
Who's talking? Is Cookie talking?
Yeah, he is. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, Crypto Gains Club is like an OG. He also works for Mercedes, and he's sent me in my DMs pictures and videos of some cars that have not been released yet, and him in the fucking driver's seat. Like, this guy is like mega fucking Chad. So like, when he's talking about cars, pay attention, because he has access before the public does.
Yeah, he's gassing that shit off. I'm a regular fucking.
Yeah, bro. I've seen the video. I've seen the video.
I'm a 6.
You know I'm not gonna expose you, but don't make me say it in the space just for argument's sake. I have the videos.
He's got you in 4K, bitch. That's what he told you. He's got you in 4K. You done snitched on yourself.
Fuck yeah, I snitched on myself. It happens.
That'll get
it's
you,
not
man.
Easy to not dox yourself sometimes and shit. But I'm waiting for that mana fucking drop. That's all I gotta say, yo. But check your fucking DMs, brother. Peace.
Who isn't waiting for that drop? I told her to drop it today, and she was like, "No, I always keep my word. I only launch on the chain I say I'm gonna launch on, and I only launch when I say I'm gonna launch." I was like, "Okay, whatever. Stay poor. Have fun staying poor." As she just churns out she's doing G's on underpriced art. The community's turning around, getting rich off her back. Like, welcome to Web3. Thanks for playing.
And the price made me cry too. I told her since I saw it 2 weeks ago or something. I was like, no, Mana, why you did that?
You guys should be happy about that. I really am not in it for the money.
Okay, well then I'm only doing the Freemans.
I mean, if I wanted to make money, I would go back to my
How much do these cost?
Six-figure job.
I haven't read the post.
There's no money here.
How much do you charge?
111 PLS.
That's so many ones, dude.
1.1 million PLS.
Okay, 1.1 million PLS. And how much is that worth? Like $13 or something?
I think it's around like $40. I don't know what the price is now.
Is there enough liquidity? I didn't know if anyone is still using the blockchain. Is there enough liquidity if I want to get $40?
Actually, better yet, what's the royalty? And not that I'm fudding. I just want to make sure it's high enough, because you know these motherfuckers are going to end up making more money than you on the secondary market. So I just want to make sure you get your cut.
I was going to do like 11%.
Nah, bump that shit up to 33%. Fuck that.
That's what I said. 33%, dude. 33.5555%. I don't care what you do, but if it's not fucking way up there, you're dumb. My first collection,
I always
I
thought
just
that
kept
people
the
would
highest
think it's
number the market
greedy
went
if you
up.
like did more
They
than.
can think whatever they want. They're dumb. No one asked them anyway.
No, most people don't even care about that shit when they're buying. Listen, you're giving them boobs and vagines dripped in orange. They don't care about the 33%. Matter of fact, let me just put it like this. You got mother effers G'ing into charts and coins with 22% tax in and 22% tax out. Don't worry about your 33%. Get your money, boo-boo.
I feel attacked.
Is it illegal to have an OnlyFans on Web3 with crypto?
No, I
There's a
would prefer it.
project.
I would prefer it.
That project, the OnlyFans thing in 2022, was the startup who hit billions the fastest. Something is around that shit.
I would prefer it. The divorce rate will go down. And I'm not talking about me because I don't do any of that shit. I get asked. My wife is very active. I'm also very active. But the divorce rate will go down because these dumb motherfuckers who don't know how to fucking watch porn and pay for porn stars and shit with their credit cards can at least use crypto.
That's what I'm saying. We can bring them to Web3. The fastest way to grow Web3 would be that.
Yeah, so if you guys would stop buying 30 of them when they go on mint, maybe we'd actually get some outside energy in the ecosystem, you fucking horn dogs.
Listen, the truth of the
Bro,
reality
imagine paying for porn in 2023.
Dude, here's the truth of the reality. Like, here's some alpha. The only industry that has been ahead of the curve when it comes to technology has been the porn industry. The moment the porn industry decides to accept crypto, adoption will increase. That S curve is going to change so fast. The moment porn decides, you know what? We're only accepting crypto.
Just bring all your AI titties to Chia. We love AI titties over at Chia. We accept all the AI titties.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
You're good. I'm pretty sure I heard an ice cream truck, so I know what the fuck he's doing.
Foods, do you have one of mine?
I actually don't. I haven't really been fucking around on crypto lately. That's what I was gonna say.
Hey,
I'm too poor to fuck with crypto, so send all your donations to my poor address in the.
You got some stuff I want. I got. You have some stuff I want. I got one I'm willing to give up. Look up 112, and let's figure out what we can trade for. OTC, offer file, Chia style.
Hell yeah. Food, that's what we talked about. We got PFP trades happening in spaces. Go. The collection is Lover.
I'm not trading
L0VR.
All right, I'm back. What Bullish was talking about porn accepting crypto, I don't remember what site it was. Don't ask me how I know, but there is one porn site that if you buy one of their NFTs, you can skip getting ads on the site. So porn is already jumping into crypto, and they have been for a while.
Token gating the ad.
Bro, hold on. I actually want you to figure it out and share it to me because I want to research it, bro. Look how crazy this shit is. So like, I'm familiar with this space. So like, aside from porn, all of publishing is advertising based. So usually what you do is you set up a paywall, like, New York Times, you pay $10 a month, no ads, you have access to articles, blah, 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 right? So all these other media sites did paywalls as well, subscription, no ads. These motherfuckers did an NFT to get rid of the ads. That's innovative.
How dare you get rid of the ads, man? How am I supposed to know that there's MILFs in my area looking to fuck without the ads, okay? We need these ads.
Don't forget the penis enlargement.
Oh yeah, that's right. How else would I be rocking a friggin' 12-inch just grand salami without these enhancement boosters, man? Like, I stopped taking this shit. It's like steroids. Just gonna shrink back down to nothing.
Do they have something to de-large?
To de-large? You like shrink? To unlarge? There we go.
Yeah, I've got that problem too. So we can share that in the group chat.
Critical info. Yeah, dude, that's what I miss most about crypto is a bunch of dudes talking about dicks in the group chat.
Yeah, let's switch topics. Tang gang. Tang gang.
Well, let's be honest here. So Mana hasn't even figured out what the royalty is gonna be. So we decided it's 33%, no more, no less, right?
The truth of the matter is, the contract has not been deployed.
The real
So
question is, does she have 42 XCH yet? How
I'm
close?
pretty sure she does.
She's
Yes,
pretty okay.
Woo!
definitely.
Generational wealth.
No doubt. Only
Yo,
took her a
Ma-
fucking
Just be
Mana and
retired,
Staker
man. You're
Class,
good.
Mana and Staker Class went into fucking Chia and just fucking racked up.
facts. But that's, you got to put in the work. Like, no one's gonna just throw you money, and then they put in work that was actually, of merit, and the world reciprocated that effort and appreciated the the experience and the art and all of it. So don't be thinking that you're just gonna come out here and finesse me. You're not gonna get me to buy your bullshit unless you make it bank. And then you should still give it to me for free, man. I'm fucking, what's wrong with hooking me up for a change, man? Huh? How many giveaways I done, huh? So, but you guys, we have so many dank artists in the group. Oh yeah, by the way, Pulse Punks, I saw your DM. Feel free if you want to post up your thing, the royalties in the wallet. I know you want to do your show. Feel free, feel free. Trying to support all these Pulse Chain motherfuckers so I don't get stabbed in the streets.
You're still gonna get stabbed, but keep supporting, brother.
Yeah, little known fact, Gui himself is an artist, and I'm rocking one of the OG Ronin, this lovely PFP for a measly 300 XCH. Chump change, just 300.
I'm
Yeah,
so sad that I can't afford one of those. Well, I guess I could, but the one I want, they won't sell to me.
There's actually one piece from that collection that's never been listed. So I wonder if maybe I'll list it it's a Gene piece. You can see it in the collection. It's not like hidden or anything. It's Genji Hoffman. But it's he's got cats on him. He's chilling. It's a fun piece. But I was either gonna just gift it to Gene or just maybe never release it. What's up, Pepe Boy?
You know what? That's the problem. That's why I've been so sad lately. I haven't had enough Gene spaces. I haven't heard that sultry fucking voice giving me the alpha of all alpha.
The builders are building. The builders are building. Why don't
Maybe
we
you should
wait
start
until all the
coming
cash
around
comes so
more
you can talk?
often.
Yeah, I think
You made me forget my thought. You fucking
everybody
beast.
should just subscribe to Corey Costa Crypto Coins because apparently he's doing a thing today.
Oh yeah,
shit,
he's
Corey's not even here.
Yeah,
He's
we should
getting
definitely
killed.
shout that out, man. He's I don't know if he put out the tweet yet, but Corey's going to be interviewing Gene Hoffman, CEO of Chia Network, today on his YouTube channel, Corey Costa's Crypto Coins, also known as Corey with a Chance of Meatballs, and that's going to be worth tuning into. This is the first update that we're getting from Gene in about a month, I think, and a lot has changed on Chia as far as the UI and the deployment base of the client for the full node. The marketplaces have made some optimizations. The developers have brought the foundations now for decentralized identities to be normalized in a way that you're going to have the experience of your cell phone communications pretty aligned with your crypto experience. What up?
Yo, Gooey, sorry, Bullish, real quick. Gene's in one of my group chats. You guys want me to invite you for the alpha?
Yeah, that'd be dank.
So are you saying that the CEO of a soon-to-be publicly traded company that also happens to be a blockchain is doing his first media appearance in a month from a member of the Tang Gang?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
It's pretty crazy, man. I mean, it's just one of the many connections, that the Tang Gang has facilitated, and it's just part of what we do as the dankest community on the internet. And there's some people that believe they're the dankest community on the internet, and then they meet us and they realize that they have to join our community to maintain their reputation. So, but it's all good because there's always more room on the bandwagon. But I can't wait. I think he said there's going to be probably soon from now. I'm going to go to his YouTube channel real quick because I thought it was this afternoon Eastern time. Let's see here. Where's
Hex Orange to the moon?
Hell yeah, baby. Let's see, live. 6 waiting. People are waiting. It's upcoming 5 p.m. Central Time is what it looks like. So 6 p.m. Eastern. Notify me. Even though I already am subscribed with the noties on, I want to be notified when it goes live. If you haven't ever caught Gene Hoffman on Corey's channel, you're missing out. If you enjoy learning about crypto instead of just LARPing about being an investor in crypto, Gene is one of the most knowledgeable people on earth in the facets of technology and basically just anything. So check him out. He always seems to have phenomenal things to share with Corey. Corey asks a lot of interesting questions, and you're going to be on the cutting edge, the front lines of the most important developments in crypto that's touching the real world, not just your community-based chain and your sovereignty and your stance against censorship, but how the global landscape is shifting and forming the symbiosis that's required in order to get the real world and the blockchain to coexist without natural disaster. That being said, Pulse Punks, I saw you had your hand up for Bullish if you want to hop in. You guys know how to do
Yeah,
it.
real quick. If you think Puerto Rican Gene is not aware of the Tang Gang, he is fully aware of the Tang Gang. He is fully aware of our community and everything we got going on here. So let them oranges fly in the chat when Corey is live with him. He definitely is aware of the Hexicans, Pulsicans, and Tang Gangers.
Yeah. Even let him know, with the oranges, Tang Gang. We have Tang Gang on Chia. He really respects the Hex community for those of us that have tried to do the bridge building aspect, because he knows there's a serious number of people that rock that banner. And there's been enough, community interplay, shout out Foods, massive influence in like spaces and stuff for the Chia community and just the vibes, like what you would call like a community manager probably in the old days. He's like an IRL community liaison for the entire Chia blockchain, which is kind of crazy. It's just all a passion project for people like that. But Gene has taken special notice of the Hex community, and if you go back and watch Corey's shows, he's given a shout out to the Hexicans that support Chia, and he doesn't do that with the Doge community or it's not everybody getting shout outs from this dude, and it's pretty respectable. It speaks volumes.
Yeah, he's actually shouted out Hector in an official AMA before.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let me just emphasize the CEO of a blockchain that's about to be a publicly traded company. Let me just emphasize that.
Yeah. Or we could organize, if you send 5 to the poor address.eth, I will DM Gene and ask him to give us another shout out. Come on, guys. What the fuck? I thought we were trying to go global. What's up, Shippy?
I have to go, but before I go, please share this playlist with me. Whatever you were playing today, share it with me. First thing. Second thing, it was a good space. You sound like that guy with whom, when you brainstorm, the team does hate you, but because you exist, the best out of the team is going to come out.
Let's go. I'll take it. Thank you, Shippy.
I see someone special in here. Shout out to the captain, RG3. He gave us a very special shout out on his stream with Corey.
Hey.
So shout out to the captain who's doing hard work with the Pulse Chain Tour and obviously Discord Syndicate. So shout out to the captain who's here giving us his presence. We appreciate you.
Facts. What up, Paul?
That's awesome.
I know you've been patient, man.
What RG? No, dude, I'm just lunching and chilling, man. But yeah, good to hang with you guys. And yeah, Gooey, I didn't even know how to do that. I still don't know how to pin a message.
I'm getting to it.
I don't know. I have no idea. I see it done all the time. I still have no idea. But what's up, Tangent? Good to see you guys. And Spooky, what's up, man? Mana, good to see you. Looking forward to that drop. And yeah, no, I just while I was chilling in here, I was like, you know what? Like, people in HOA should know that the holders are about to double. So yeah, anybody who wasn't in, I think it was one of the last spaces you were doing, Gooey. I mentioned that we just checked and saw that there's $1 million HOA sitting on the royalty pool. And on October 9th, it's going to be dispersed among the community is over 1,000. So it looks like there's going to be I think there's like 800 wallets right now holding HOA. So it looks like Holder's about to double on October 9th as soon as they disperse the Pulse pool. So I thought that was sweet. I just did a post about it. Anybody want to check that out? I thought that could be fun for the HOA community. But jacked up and
yeah,
love
I pinned that up to the top. I believe I got the right one. It begins to look what I found. Yep. So if anyone wants to check it out,
so, bro, how do you do that? You have to be hosting to pin something, right?
Nope. You just got to be on the stage, and then if you go to the button that would normally let you get like a share based link for a tweet, the very top X option will say pin in the like name of the space. So it'll say GUI cosine tangent and share it in the space. But it's just on the bottom right of a post.
Yeah.
By the way, that's an extremely clever title.
I just want to share some sentiment. Go ahead.
No, it makes me feel mushy when you say that. Thank you, Tangent. That's good. That's awesome.
So yeah, I just want to share some sentiments for like people who are just joining in or just like catching up to the vibes. Like HOA was created by Two Spookies, who was here on the stage. Tang Gang and the community was a joint effort, but it was essentially leaded from Cookies. He bet like we were there, we witnessed it. He found out about HOA. Two Spookies came into the space. Cookies told Two Spookies, "Hey, bro, I know I don't know you in real life, but I'm about to put this on my back. Is it okay?" And Two Spookies was like, "Run with it." And we're here today. And everything you're seeing within the community, all the collaborations, all the free mints, the farms, that's all community effort. No one's paying anyone. No one is like making backdoor deals. People are literally approaching this community, which is essentially made up of Hexicans, Pulsicans, Ethereum bros, XRP bros, Cardano bros, Bitcoin bros, who are all getting together for a mission of community and promoting Pulse Chain. Like essentially that's what it is. And like you have like Pulse Punks like proof to it. Like 1 million went in, someone put in that million. We still don't know who put it in, but it's getting sent back and paying it forward to the community, and it's going to benefit his community, it's going to benefit our community, it's going to benefit all communities that are participating. So like everything you see and everything you continue to see, because I believe we are in week 10 or 11. On week 1, we dedicated 52 weeks of memeing. So we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So you're going to see a lot of more of this like positive energy continue to happen up until the bull run and after. So I just wanted to make sure like I shouted that out because we get a lot of fun on the timeline. People really don't understand what our motive is. HOA is just a coin, just like everything else on any other blockchain. But Tang Gang is the real utility and the real value.
Facts. And if you need help understanding that, I think Richard brings up an interesting point when he speaks about blockchain technology. We obviously understand the software consensus. You might not understand like the math necessarily behind the Nakamoto consensus, but you kind of get that there's these computers that have to agree on stuff for the blockchain to work. But then he speaks to the social consensus. And he says that none of the systems are valuable if the people don't agree to use them and make them valuable. And that gets back to the concepts of like the network effect or Metcalfe's law. But what it's really underpinning is that you, the people, determine where your attention is funded. And if you want it to be, this diaspora of being fed to the sharks and the VCs and the kind of programmed playbook that is prepared to finesse you and fleece you, you can do that. Or you can turn within and you can, form community and you can actually create peer-to-peer connections, which would, be empowered with this technology. So that's why I think it's important that we do give a shout out to all of the different chains. Some people have identities out here of like where they got their start in crypto and what they prefer for feature sets and what they, which artists they enjoy patronizing on different, wherever that artist happens to be putting their work. So there's a group effort out here that extends beyond any brand name, but we as the Tang Gang have sort of created a memetic identity that provides shelter for that energy. What's up, Too Spooky? The GOAT.
Yeah, just to go back to what I was talking about with that site that used NFTs to skip ads on their videos, I cannot find it at all It was like 2 years ago when I saw it. So the only thing I can think of is that they got rid of that service probably because, crypto regulations and they were worried about it. I don't know, but basically I do know that the way it worked is that it connected to your wallet. Like, shit. Fucking hate this bull. Hold on.
You're good, dude. Imagine me connecting my wallet to a fucking porn site, dude.
Well, dude,
Just
here's the
everyone
beautiful
being able
thing.
to see the connections on that wallet, so it's like you have to have good wallet hygiene. Wink, wink.
Well, here's the
Yes.
beautiful thing. For like whatever reason they shut it down, Omakase basically created his own version, and the FBI shut it down multiple times, and it still happens to come up. So shout out to DeFi, True DeFi. So yeah, something like that exists where you need an NFT in order to watch video content, and the chef just so happened to make it.
Pretty soon the FBI ain't gonna be able to shut down shit, bro. I mean, that's the real DeFi Web3 is coming. This fucking Web2 patch is not enough. But yeah, shout out to the Megalith channel. That thing was lit. That was actually a really good idea.
And dude, with the data layer on Chia now, it's crazy.
That's where we're going, bro. Nobody's gonna be able to do it. It's gonna be like, BitTorrent, where it's like everybody just has this shit. You can't delete nothing off the internet, bro. That's how it works. That's how it should work, anyways. But yeah, actually, you should. What's his name? Michael Taylor was just working on some shit like that now, so you can actually do it. You can host and store your own data, and you can charge for it as well. So you can own your own shit.
Hell yeah. What up, Pepe Bola?
I'm trying to wrap my head around why there's so many people in here, but I wanted to point out how dank Hextrovert's PFP is, if you could take a look at it.
I'm looking. I see him now. Is that like a pep? Let me make it big.
Oh yeah, shout out to Barista and the MCR crew. We know J Money is HOA OJOG, but yeah, they've been leaning in on the whole oranges and coffee AI art, and we're loving it.
It reminds Pepe Bola. That reminds me of I think it was called Odd Future. It was like an interesting alien game back in the day. I think it's a whole franchise. Pretty sure there's a bunch of things.
Yeah, dude, I know what you're talking about. The Jankly with the yeah, bro. I know what you're talking about.
Yeezer.
I'm gonna do a lap because it keeps
actually to go back off of Bullish's point, I think the bigger thing that would really send crypto off is if all these games start having their own actual cryptocurrencies for their in-game transactions. And just, I think it was less than a week ago, maybe, PlayStation announced that they were actually going to start working on that. So I think the real catalyst is to get all these nerds to start spending real money instead of fiat and in-game currency. And I think that's really gonna set off this cycle, because not only has Web3 gaming been pretty big, but now Sony is trying to get in on the game itself. I don't know if it's going to be a PlayStation-wide thing or game-specific, but I really think gaming is going to be the catalyst for one of the biggest bull runs we have seen in the crypto market thus far.
I thought gamers had been quite hostile to NFT sort of stuff.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to be NFTs that do it. I think they're actually going to have a currency.
Gamers that don't know nothing about what's going on, obviously, are kind of anti-crypto. I've been in the gaming community for a long time, and yes, there is kind of a misconstrued kind of anti-crypto gamer movement, but I think people are slowly starting to come around, especially at the higher end of the scale. So your organizations, your larger leagues, like the Overwatch League and Call of Duty leagues, they're all going towards crypto now as a viable source of not only funding but just like, you know, there's a lot of similarities that, you know, gamers and cryptocurrency people have. I think the big disdain was GPU mining. Gamers hate GPU miners, but now that we're kind of going away from it, it's a little bit more acceptable. So, yeah,
that's really good to hear.
On the high end, so like the lower end gamers that are just sitting there and playing games kind of mindlessly and whatever, they're not really like, they're the ones kind of most vocal about it. But like if you're looking towards the development end, especially on the indie side, a lot of people are really, you know, kind of looking at crypto as not only a means of funding, like, you know, for their indie games, but I think you're starting to see some more of the larger development teams like Square Enix, Riot. They're starting to realize that as ownership becomes more prevalent than actual physical ownership, they're going to need some kind of balance to owning future digital assets. And that's really what it comes down to, because right now, as it stands, when you buy games or skins or whatever, you own nothing. But there is definitely a small, you know, kind of minority of gamers, especially on the higher end, like more of your elite level gamers, are starting to really see the benefit. And as well as collectors. Collectors are another group that are really starting to see the benefit of it. Because there's really no more physical copies of games anymore. Like, both Xbox and PlayStation now are selling versions without disc drives. So you're looking at the end of physical gaming as it stands. So being able to own games is going to have to come down to digital. It might not necessarily be like the NFTs that we kind of see now, but it might be a version of an NFT, maybe a more centralized version of an NFT that we'll see developers kind of play off of. Like I could see PlayStation having their own little ecosystem, Xbox. And you're already kind of seeing it.
So this is part of the reason why I like Crypto.com and why I do reference them quite a bit, because I think they're going about it the right way. Crypto actually has 2 blockchains. They have like the Kronos network, which is like their main like EVM for decentralized finance, but they actually also have the Kronos.org chain, which is the one that is actually like a centralized blockchain that they use predominantly on their app. And I think these gaming companies are going to start using, you know, basically their model, and they're going to have their own blockchains that basically only work for their proprietary software. And so I'm going to use Fortnite as a reference. Fortnite, since day one, they've had their own in-game currency called V-Bucks. All they really have to do is tokenize that currency, and then they have an actual, you know, currency, a blockchain for their game that they could probably use for more than just one game at a time. And they can connect it to, you know, any other games they come out with in the future. So I think a lot of people are going to just start either forking or using a service like what's that? Cosmos. Cosmos is basically like, you know, make your own blockchain company. So I think they're going to start jumping on the bandwagon for crypto for their own blockchains to start, you know, selling those digital items. And it's really the only difference between how it currently works versus that is just to tokenize it, just to put it on a blockchain that they own. And it's never going to get congested because it's only for their gaming systems. So it's like a bulk of what needs to be done is already done. Now you just need to tokenize it.
Or like coconut. No, you guys are good. My bad. I jumped in right when you started talking.
Hey, do you want to go ahead? Yeah, thanks. So, all right, so I'll go. So like based on like what you guys were saying, so like, yeah, like the infrastructure for like gaming to implement blockchain is technically already there. Whether they decide to use like a private or public blockchain, they can just use like, they can just basically sign transactions because everything's already digital. So even when you're like waiting for a purchase to happen, that takes a couple of seconds. So if that in the background was just signing transactions on a blockchain, they can technically implement that and like alleviate like the network constraints there's like usually like the barrier of entry of like gaming going like full blown crypto. And then to touch on something that I think Food said, as far as like everything going digital, physical copies won't exist. Yeah, I agree with that. And the only way I see physical copies in a post-digital world, as far as gaming is concerned, is open standard. So like, for example, using vinyl records. Vinyl records went away, but vinyl is still like an open standard as far as like how to print music, right? And then vinyls came back as far as people printing vinyls again. So if we ever get to a point where there's like an open standard for like physical video games that are like, you know, compatible across like whatever the case is, then I can see physical coming back in the realm of like how vinyls came back. More like nostalgia, physical feel. Like I want to feel it. I want to be able to like put it into my system and have that like effect. So yeah, those are just like my 2 cents on that.
I think at that point we better go with the fucking cartridge. I want to just 3 cartridges, just a cartridge for every game genre. Anyway, what's up, Ted?
Okay, basically, the whole history of why gamers hate NFTs and all this stuff. Okay, so first of all, games used to come complete. Okay, there used to be a time where games came complete. You would get all the items that you want. You don't have to pay anything. But then Xbox 360 came around. Oblivion came out with a way to decorate your horse. That was the first DLC. So many people were mad about that. But it only took a couple years for everyone else to start doing it. And then DLC, downloadable content, became a thing. Now, there's a whole bunch of companies like Konami and everything that are trying to implement NFTs into their games. People are mad at Konami. Give it a couple years, it's going to be the gaming standard. I just put in the Xbox, the big thing right there, that GTA 6, there's rumors that you'll be able to earn crypto while playing GTA 6. Maybe that's
fucking wrong.
Maybe that's the reason why there's rumors that GTA 6 is going to cost $120 because you'll be able to earn money by playing the games. So, I really think that the next bull market is going to be huge for games, especially if a company like Rockstar implements crypto into GTA, which is the most anticipated game for like 15 years. But yeah, that's my 2-piece.
No, dude, that is dope. And just for before Hextrovert goes on, when GTA 6 comes out with or without crypto, I'm basically disappearing off Twitter until I hit 100%.
That's facts.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, actually, I'm really pumped for Grand Theft Auto 6. I think on PC we'll definitely be able to mod Chia into Grand Theft Auto, 100%.
Bro, Tank Gang's gonna have a Tank Gang, bro. Only orange fucking cars, bro. Let's go. Should be fucking gangstering around. What do you mean, man? Let's fucking go. We can actually do
Oh
it.
shit! Imagine the drive-bys. Let's go.
Bro, orange drive-by. People don't even understand what's happening. It's like our own gang. Who the fuck's orange?
About to Tang Bang the whole block. What's up? We got Hextrovert with a hand up, and I'm talking about Tang Banging.
Hey, you're all good. Thanks for the space, Gooey. Thanks, Buller and Bullish for the shout out, and the Tang Gang for making us feel welcome. It's been awesome. The vibe you guys are putting out in the community is refreshing. Dave, one of our guys in our team who loves Midjourney, has been making you guys some Tang frogs and whatnot. I put them up in the nest. We've got a few little coffee beans and oranges and a few frogs and oranges. So I think he's going to keep spitting out some stuff for you guys as well. Feel free to use them how you want. And yeah, it's 3 a.m. here, so I should be asleep. But it's just been a good time hanging out.
Hell yeah, man. Go to sleep, though, because what the hell? We appreciate that, and I'll check out the art for sure. I was giving a shout out to the odd future aesthetic of yours. I haven't seen the other pieces though. I see the coffee bean. That was Bullish was talking about the barista, and that's the Barista.io. Okay.
Yeah, we made a short video on spiced orange coffee for you guys with a recipe as well. I'm not sure
Yeah. I swear I saw that.
Tangent's had one yet. Did you make a Tangent?
I made a version of it. Like I didn't get it was so it wasn't the exact recipe, but yeah, close. It's good, it's a good flavor combo.
Absolutely. I didn't tell you, Cookies, what happened on the fucking wedding? When I went back to Canada for the wedding, the fucking Rari they pulled out was like full orange. I was jumping up, like, give me my phone, I gotta post this.
Fucking, yeah, dude. I would have knocked someone over, dude. I would have lost my mind.
Like, I did not get it. Like, I was like so surprised because it wasn't even the car we were supposed to get. They gave us that one, which was better than the one he wanted. So I was just like, in my head, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this orange shit?
Hell yeah.
What is this orange? Like, oh my god. I was dying.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And then I'm not even going to talk about all the orange in like the Dominican Republic, right? Rich.
So staying on the topic about the next bull cycle and who's going to be the driving force, I think that really ties into. Damn! I have detectives coming here to look at the cameras. I'll be back. I'll hold this point.
That's so much juice to just leave us pulping with. What the heck?
Shout out to Too Spooky. If you are in some Newark district, he's keeping your kids safe. So, yeah, he's keeping your kids safe in high school.
Also, the reason why a lot of gamers hate NFTs is because they believe that whole lie that NFTs are like really bad for the environment because of that one person who thought that one fucking rainbow Pop-Tart cat made like a whole bunch of fucking like bad like environment shit, but he literally calculated the whole blockchain of Ethereum. He thought the whole blockchain of Ethereum's power was one NFT, and that's what started the whole FUD about NFTs.
I remember that. Yeah, the whole power cycle shit with the whole you're absolutely right about that, and that's why I think that like they can implement it just by signing transactions. They don't even need to do transfers. Just read the ledger on the blockchain. We know what you have, what you don't have, and every time you press the X button, you're just signing a transaction. And they can do that in the background, and the user won't have an idea.
Yeah, they're going to be using crypto. They're going to have no idea that they're using crypto.
So let me tell you guys something really cool. So like right before the Hex community was like a thing in my life, before that we were on like the NFT spaces, and there was these people that like were building on top of the Rockstar interface, and they were basically implementing crypto inside of the game to make basically what GTA 6 wants to do. And the fact that if people think that GTA 6 is not going to have this capability of making you money or having things that are valuable like that, it's like it's there. It's just people need to properly do it, because they were really like, it was a lot of glitches, a lot of problems. I was testing it out, the custom servers, like it was a problem. But if they could figure it out, dude, it's gonna be so
Here's
sick.
the truth of the matter. Here's the truth of the matter. Anyone who understands data infrastructure, and I hope Foods is in here because he'll be able to confirm. Yeah, he's in here. It's a lot more energy to store in a database every single fucking action that you've taken, who's online, all that other crap, than just simply signing a transaction. This is your balance. This is what you own. This is what you have, and moving on. It's just, instead of like all the activity that's required to make like online gaming and like understanding your gamer score and your gamer, like all that shit takes up space and energy on servers versus just a blockchain ledger. You sign a transaction, it reads it, it knows what you have, and you move on.
Bro, I saw some information that it basically takes more power to watch a YouTube video than mint an NFT. That's how really bad the information about like NFT power consumption is.
Because here's the thing, that one video has to be cached across multiple servers. So not only it's, let's say it's a 1 gigabyte file. Now that 1 gigabyte file is technically like 100 gigabytes because there's a bunch of copies spread across a bunch of servers. So there's that, right? And then there's the bandwidth you have to use, right, just to get that video streamed to you. Plus the website, all this other stuff. So like a game, which is usually running already off the machine locally, right, can just sign a transaction, read a ledger. Okay, this is what you own. This is your information. This is what you have, and just go about your business. And the only time it needs to check in with the central server is to update information. Other than that, nothing's interrupted.
You can honestly make an argument that drawing an art piece takes more power consumption than minting an NFT. Because you have to burn down a tree. You got to get down the tree to get the damn paper. You have to get some oil to get the damn ink. Like, there's so much shit that goes with like drawing and stuff. So like, I don't know. The whole FUD on the NFT power consumption is so ridiculous, and I can't believe the majority of people still believe that shit.
Dude, let's use V-Bucks as an example. V-Bucks as an example, right? If you want to buy some V-Bucks, right? You know how many networks you have to talk to before that V-Bucks is authorized to show up on your balance versus just signing a transaction, everything gets done on chain, and then it just updates?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more lightweight to store hashes on chain, but you still need a place to host all that other data still.
No, it still has to be hosted, but it will be a lot less resources to operate it.
It's true. Yeah, to at least to keep track of like your statistics or whatever in game. Yeah, or even your like currencies or whatever, for sure. Yeah, it does take up a lot.
I think that is the most important thing.
I mean, I've kind of proven also that you can get image data into transactions as well. If anybody knows what an ordinal is, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But yeah, so if you could figure out a way to compress, I don't know, you could probably do it with movies too, but if you could figure out a way to compress them down to like really, really small sizes, like, you know, a kilobyte or less, you could probably start storing them in the actual blocks themselves, encoded. But you could have like the ultimate backup of all of your assets, essentially.
Yeah, I've heard like the Bitcoin boys have been using like ordinals, and like they've been compressing the files like small enough that like once you get it, like there's like 2 gigs, 3 gigs worth of like data in there. Like I don't understand how they do it, but that's amazing.
It's just compression. Like when we did our Marmotverse project, we knew that the block size limit was about 320 kilobytes at its current point. It's throttled a bit, so it's like half of what it could be. But yeah, we had to essentially account for that, because once you start taking up block space, then you start talking about like actual like, you know, fees and shit. So there is a way to do it though. I think it could be done. Like it's a little bit of an upscale than like a data layer, but I mean, for certain data, it makes complete sense. Maybe not for everything, but for certain things.
Yeah, absolutely. For like that, like it's like for like the same reasons caching is used in like modern like web servers now. Like you're not caching the entire thing because you want certain live data to still go through. But certain assets like style sheets, images, you know, old data, you want to cache that so it can be as efficient as possible. So that's how I like envision it in my head. It's like you can just sign a transaction, that data gets passed through with your sign, and then in the back end it just gets processed.
But yeah, I honestly believe if you're not building your bags right now, oh my god, dude, you're fucked. Cause like the next bull market, there's gonna be so much damn companies in here. We might not even have. I'm not a smart guy. I'm not an economics dude, whatever. But we might not even have one of these bear markets anymore. Like seriously, like with the amount of stuff that's coming in, like it's probably gonna be like fucking like stocks. I'm serious, guys.
Yo, the super cycle has been something like it's a mythical creature that almost certainly will, in my opinion, almost certainly won't come, because you always have the over exuberance to the upside. So even though I agree with you that once like institutions have been coming for years, but like once they actually come in heavy, we will see a massive appreciation of the asset class, but you're still going to get like the blow off top type action as people overestimate due to all the FOMO and that sort of thing. People overestimate, and they think it's a paradigm shift. This time is different, and then you get that massive run up, and then you have to come back down to earth at some point. So you get the crash. So the thing that I keep going back to is the human psychology doesn't change, and so but obviously, I guess, as the market cap, because remember that the total cap is still absolutely tiny. Once it gets big enough, then what you're saying, I think, will eventually happen. But I don't think it's going to be this cycle.
The real question is, do you own enough Chia to benefit from all of this adoption? All this,
Oh yeah, man. I
agree with what you're saying.
Yo, that could be more than enough, man. Look at the Bitcoin.
I fully agree with that part about how positioning now or soon is critical if you want to get like giga wealthy. You don't make anywhere near as much money if you're participating when everyone is FOMOing in.
Richard Hart tweeted this real money is made. The other day. Richard Hart tweeted this the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He essentially tweeted that sentiment. Like, pay attention to who's buying bags now versus who's buying bags when it's pumping.
I got like all my funds like chain agnostic right now. Like it's amazing. I'm so happy about that, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't know any about this shit. So thanks guys, especially Gooey, dude. Like you taught me so fucking much without even like actually one-on-one teaching me shit. So if I ever had a one-on-one with you, oh my god.
We'll always have plenty of time, bro. But you've gone warp speed on your own, so I mean you're pretty obviously in touch. But thanks for the kind words either way, man, because that's what I wasted all my fucking time on this bear market, was like absorb as much information as possible, process it, make it a salient solution for someone else to inject in their neck. What up, Too Spooky?
Yeah, sorry about that. I had some detectives come around to look at the cameras because some kids were breaking into cars the other day, apparently. So, but anyways, just to go back to what I was trying to say about gaming and all that stuff, the point that I'm making is that I think that goes into how important the entertainment industry and the point of being entertained is for crypto. I mean, even if you go to like legacy finance, I think some of the biggest companies have some aspect of entertainment, whether it's social media or just some type of mega corporation that's focused on entertaining. I think those are the major market movers. And like if you take music and movies and maybe even the adult industry, I think gaming itself has more capital in it than those three combined. And when it comes to the narrative that cryptocurrency is going to be, or I should say legacy finance is going to be the biggest driving factor of crypto markets, and people who really think that crypto should be looked at from an investment standpoint, like, just is still going to be the major market. I think the big banks follow what the population wants, and the population always wants entertainment. Like 90% of consumption is just a way for people to feel satisfied in one way or another. You could even look at sports. So I think memes, like this ties into memes. I think that's why memes are so important, and people to stop looking at cryptocurrency as this huge financial asset in terms of like through a legacy finance perspective, just like treating it like more volatile, higher price appreciation stocks. I don't think that's the way to go. I think entertainment and the large population of people that would rather spend money on 5 minutes of pleasure versus 20 years of investing I think those are the people that really should be targeted at, and people need to change the narrative on what they want. Let me not say what they want. It's those are the people who are going to be pumping your backs. The people who are in it for entertainment purposes. Those are the people that are really going to drive the market and make this bull run actually incredible. So the marketing tactics need to be shifted to things like gaming and movies and tokenizing these assets. We need to be going after people who see profit margins in terms of consumption, not people who want, to stake their bags and earn 10% APY, 40% APY, or it's better than stocks. I think that narrative needs to start dying off, because US consumption and even the world, everything comes down to entertainment. That's all it really is. People want to be entertained.
Man's a motherfucking genius.
I pinned something up top that has nothing to do with the HOA.
I also pinned something on top that has 100% to do with the HOA. It's the website and the Twitter account. If you want to learn how to join the Tang Gang, HEXOACOIN.com. HEXOACoin.com. That's the official website.
But has nothing to do with the HOA, meaning these guys have no idea we exist, and look at the picture they posted.
Listen, guys, I got the perfect idea for this. Okay. You ever heard of BitTorrent?
No, because your mic went super quiet when you said, have we ever heard of BitTorrent? Your mic is super quiet, but you had it fixed before, so just do what you were doing before.
Is that a trick question?
Did we lose him?
We may have lost him. He may be fiddling his audio.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if he was going to get into that point, but BitTorrent, they have their own crypto and maybe blockchain. I think they have their own blockchain, but I noticed what's it called, LimeWire. Oh yeah?
Yeah, Chia, the creator of BitTorrent is also the creator of Chia.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's Neo.
Yeah, see, Bram didn't just do BitTorrent. He actually created the file structure for peer-to-peer sharing. So if you actually look at, has anybody ever watched the show, what the fuck, Silicon Valley?
The Matrix?
I love that fucking show.
Dude, that's loosely based off of what these fuckfaces were doing back in the day.
Whoa, wait, dude. Holy shit.
Did I not tell you this? I've actually... You know Elrich?
Dude, it just hit me like a fucking ton of bricks.
That's based off of in real life, dude. He came to a chia meetup one time. I met Elrich, dude. He's so fucking funny in real life. It's hilarious.
Dude, once you mentioned that, first of all, I love that fucking series because I've been involved before the internet was mainstream. So, dude, the moment you mentioned that shit hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. Because it makes total sense based on the entire narrative of the show. Holy shit.
Can anyone explain to me the point of having the crypto or blockchain behind BitTorrent? I didn't really dive into it. I'm just how does a crypto work for BitTorrent? And same thing with LimeWire. I think LimeWire just came back.
So multiple different things, multiple different phases. Like Food said, the actual technology Graham created. So it has morphed into multiple different things. The BitTorrent blockchain you're talking about is different. The actual brand itself was sold off and, fucked over, whatever the case is. But the brains behind the technology created Chia.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm what's the point of a BitTorrent crypto? But no, I know BitTorrent. I used to live on BitTorrent all the time. I downloaded the entire series of Detective Conan way back in the day. I love BitTorrent.
I just recently downloaded One Piece off of BitTorrent. Thanks to you.
Hell yeah.
Let's grow. That's what I'm talking about.
One Piece is so good.
But yeah, anyways,
I love One Piece.
Dude,
I grew up on it.
But yeah, Bullish, there's a whole Stanford talk that Bram did about proof of dick pic as a consensus.
Yeah, I actually saw that one. Unfortunately, I did because usually I don't click into stuff like that. But given who it was, I was like, all right, this guy's gonna get to a point. This is gonna go over our heads, so you need to pay attention. And yeah, I made sure I watched that one. And dude, that's one of his best videos.
That falls right into how many guys can you jerk off in a room if you're lining up all the dicks tip to tip and all this shit. That's the whole. That's
right.
So funny, man. It's all.
Are you expecting them to have to hold the squat position to level up? I mean, obviously you try to pair people up by height, but at some point there's discrepancies, right? So do they have to hold that position, or do they get to time it up so that as you reach that part of the line? Anyway.
Dude,
you'd also have to consider if they're being fluffed or not. Are they prepping themselves until you get to it, or are they flaccid? You have to consider the variables.
You put thought into this, I can see.
I'm not trying to fucking come up and.
I'm a man of efficiency. I like efficiency.
You and me both, brother. I can tell you and me, bro. You know what? Actually, that actually kind of makes sense for your personality, especially with what you master with jiu-jitsu, because to be good at jiu-jitsu, correct me if I'm wrong, it's all about efficiency, right?
1,000%. And that's the biggest thing I try to teach people in class. It's there's a easy way and a hard way. And most people are inclined to do it the hard way just because they're not used to the body mechanics. So it's easier said than done, but really what you train in judo is to do things the easy way. And I started conveying to people, if you really want to do judo good, you have to try to do judo lazy.
It's like Tai Chi and the force of using someone else's energy against them effortlessly.
Well, not only that, but it's using all the mechanics of your body together. So it's that plus you using your weight to pull people and then using your strength to assist your weight. So you're not really pulling them. You're kind of falling and they're going with you, and then you're controlling that falling.
There's my mentor, he's like a Tai Chi master. He's a Puerto Rican from the Bronx who's a Tai Chi master. So take that for what you want. But I'm sure you're familiar with this technique, push hands. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I actually have heard of it. I've being a fan of martial arts, I've only done certain styles. I've done Tang Sudo, I've done a little bit in